Candle draws a line on the glass. I watch my old mistakes drift past. No confetti, no loud regret, just lessons I won't forget. I keep my shoulders squared and still a calm decision, iron will. I don't react to every spark, I let it die inside the dark. Glass line discipline, dark blue grace, I hold my storms behind my face. I move with purpose, slow and sure, keeping my private wounds secure. No show, no display, I let my silence lead the way. A message waits, I don't reply. Not every hook deserves a bite. I learned that peace is built, not found by staying steady, staying bound. I pay my tab, I pay my dues. I choose restraint, I choose my blues. If pride gets loud, I turn it down. I don't confuse it for a crown. Glass line discipline, candlelight calm, I keep my damage off my palm. I move with purpose, clean and tight, a quiet man in late night light. No show, no display, I let my silence lead the way. One guitar, brush, drums, low rain, teach my heart to hold the strain. Quiet is an empty space, it's how I keep my place. The door swings soft, the night stays true. I leave the bar in dark blue. Quiet hangs on a glass of brown. I watch the city settle down. Candlelight pinks my knuckles gold, like it knows the stories I don't hold. I've carried weight without a word, I've done what needed undeterred. I don't complain, I don't request, I do my best to a quote, a refined man, discreet and true, dark blues moving through. I've learned decisions shake your life more than any louder fight. So I choose the clean, the kind. I keep my standards in my mind. A gentleman doesn't need to prove. He lets restraint become his rule. If pain returns, I let it pass like smoke sliding off glass. Quiet hands, steady mind, calm intensity, hard to find. I carry burdens, keep them sealed, a silent presence you can feel. The refined band, discreet and true, dark blues moving through. Low life, teach me how to hold the night. Quiet isn't weakness, Fred, it's how I bend and don't end. There's chord fades, I pay my dues. Blue. I don't debate in a bar too. I let my living tell what's true. Candlelight plays on the rim of glass while every empty promise pass. I've learned integrity is slow. It grows in dark where few will go. I don't announce what I'll become. I do the work till the work is done. Proof without words, dark blue proof. I keep my heart under a roof. I carry struggle out of sight, and still I show up every night. No spectacle, no display. I let my silence lead the way. A memory tries to start a fight, but I don't feed it in the light. I've made amends where I was wrong and kept it moving, kept it strong. A gentleman doesn't need to brag. He carries calm like a quiet flag. If sorrow comes, I let it stay. Then I release it, walk away. Proof without words, calm but intense. A private life with consequence. I carry struggle, keep it clean. A silent presence in dim sheen. No spectacle, no display. I let my silence lead the way. pay the tab, I leave the chair. Proof without words is everywhere. Neat as a note, I sit and listen. Candlelight makes the bottle glisten. I don't chase laughter down the bar. I know exactly who you are. When the lights fall low and true, when the night turns dark blue. I keep my words where they belong, behind the rhythm of this song. Neat as a note, calm but intense. I live my life with consequence. I carry troubles under coat and skin, a quiet way to always win. No performance, no display. I let my silence lead the way. I've made my peace with what I lost. I've paid the price, I've counted cost. Now I decide with patient hands. No flimsy dreams, no shifting plans. A gentleman keeps his promise true, even when it cuts him through. If sorrow comes, I let it stay, then let it fade, then walk away. Neat as a note, dark blue proof. I keep my heart under roots. I carry burdens, keep them sealed. A silent presence you can feel. No performance, no display. I let my silence lead the way. Warm guitar, brush, drum, slow rain. Turn my doubt into discipline. Quiet strength is what remains in my veins. Need glass now, I pay my due, leaving the bar with dark blues too. Candlelight drips like honest time. I draw my boundaries in my mind. The city sells a louder life. but I don't buy that kind of price. I've seen desire turn to debt, so I don't gamble with regret. I keep my heart on a shorter leash, not cold, just careful, just at peace. Candle wax boundaries, dark blue rules. I don't get played, I don't play fools. I carry storms without a scene, calm but intense, sharp and clean. No spotlight, no display. I let my silence lead the way. A familiar face wants something back, but I won't step into that crack. I've learned the cost of second rounds, of circling back to breaking ground. So I stay present, I stay true, and let my actions speak in blue. If guilt returns, I let it pass like smoke, sliding off the glass. Candle wax boundaries, steady and tight. I keep my peace in late night light. I carry storms beneath my coat, never turning them into a note. No spotlight, no display. I let my silence lead the way. Warm guitar, brush drum, slow rain, teach me how to hold the strain. Quiet men don't need a crowd, they stand unbowed. Wax cools down, the night stays blue. Boundaries kept, I walk through. Neon paints the window red, but it can't read what's in my head. I sit where shadows hold their ground, a quiet man, no lost and found. I've learned the world loves noisy pain, but I don't feed that hungry flame. I keep my heart behind my ribs where only truth can touch it. Neon doesn't know my name, but it still reflects my frame. I move with purpose, slow and sure, carrying storms I never tore. No headline, no display. I let my silence lead the way. I've loved in ways I didn't brag, held regrets I never dragged. A gentleman knows when to leave, when to accept what won't retreat. So I choose the calm, I choose the clean, a darker blue and steadier scene. If I'm breaking, it's inside, then I return with quiet pride. Neon doesn't know my face, but it can't shake my steady pace. I move with purpose, sharp and kind, leaving no wreckage in my mind. No headline, One guitar, brush drums, slow time, they turn my hurt into a line. Quiet isn't weak, it's trained. That's how I'm chained, unchained. The door swings through, just dark blues and me The band plays low, the city sighs. Candlelight bends across my eyes. I trace the rim, I count my breath. I sit with truth, not with regret. Strength ain't a stage, it's what you do when nobody is watching you. I pause, I wait, I choose a line. Not rushed by fear, not pushed by pride. These are decisions after midnight, when the world goes dim, but I see right. I carry my history in a calm refrain, turn old scars into disciplined pain. I don't perform, I don't persuade, I choose the man I've carefully made. A stranger laughs too loud at sin, chasing a rush he can't keep in. I've chased that glow, I know the cost, how fast you win, how quick you lost. So I keep quiet, I keep clean, a steady shadow in dark blue sheen. If I'm breaking, it's measured slow, a private crack. You'll never know. These are choices after midnight, when the noise runs out and I hold tight. I carry my burdens without a claim, turn regret into something tame. I don't demand, I don't invade, I choose a life I'm not afraid. Warm guitar like an old friend's hand, it says hold steady, understand. Quiet can be a kind of break, a silent way to say last chord fades, I pay, I go into the night, discreet and low. I'm an understatement in an loud town one night, a steady shadow and a candlelight. I don't announce where I've been burned, I keep the wisdom I've earned. The band plays low, I stay composed, a private book carefully closed. I don't trade peace for a moment's heat, I keep my balance on steady feet. Call me the understatement, calm but intense, no statement. I carry trouble in my coat, never turning it into a quote. No drama, no display, I let my silence lead the way. Lead the way. A memory pulls like a hidden hook, but I won't drown in what it took. I've learned to leave before it breaks, to choose the cleanest of the states. A gentleman knows when to depart, without a scene, without a start. If I decide it's afterthought, after the lessons life has taught. Call me the understatement, a dark blue calm containment. I carry trouble, keep it sealed, a quiet strength you can feel. No drama, no display, I let my silence lead the way. Lead the way. Brush drum, slow time, turn my hurt into a line. Quiet isn't less or small, it's standing tall. Under neon I slip out clean, the night still feels where I've been. Candle flicker, city light, I keep my truth behind my eyes. A loud story wants to start, but I don't gamble with my heart. I've learned attention is alone, and it collects when you're alone. I don't react, I don't engage, I let the night turn the page. No room for drama in my dream, I choose the quiet way to think. I carry stones without a seam, calm but intent, sharp and clean. No headlines, no display, I let my silence lead the way. A familiar voice wants something back, but I won't step into that crack. I've rebuilt peace from broken parts, with steady hands and guarded arms. A gentleman knows when to decline, when to keep a clean design. If guilt arrives, I let it pass like smoke sliding off the glass. No room for chaos in my name. I won't confuse love with a flame. I carry storms beneath my coat, never turning them into a quote. No headlines, no display. I let my silence lead the way. Warm guitar, brush drums, tight rain, teach me how to hold the strain. Quiet men don't break for show. They simply go. They simply go. Door swings soft, the night stays blue. Drama gone, I'm steady too. White cuffs clean, but the hand's been rough. I earned my calm the hard way, tough. Candlelight shows what I won't say, how I kept going anyway. I don't complain about the climb, I just show up on time, on time. I don't need credit for the strain, I turn the pressure into lane. Blue collar, white cuffs, dark blue tone, I carry weight on my own. I move discreet, I move precise, paying my dues, not paying twice. No speeches, no display, I let my silence lead the way. I've seen men fold for a little praise, I've seen pride burn whole days. So I keep my standards close and plain, and build my peace like steady rain. A gentleman isn't born in gold, he's made when nights get cold. If anger comes, I don't ignite, I hold the match out of the night. Blue collar, white cuff, calm but intense, a private life with consequence. I move discreet, I move clean, a silent presence in dim sheen. No speeches, no display, I let my silence lead the way. Warm guitar, brush drums, low light, teach my spine to stand upright. Quiet strength, that's my proof, no need for rule. I tip the glass, I leave the chair, still felt even when not there. polished wood, a muted tune. The night leans in like a closed-mouthed moon. I don't tell strangers what I've lost. I've learned the price, I've paid the cost. A refined man doesn't chase relief. He holds his line, he holds his grief. I measure words, I measure time, I keep my heart in strict design. Polished silence, steady tone, a dark blue fire, high on alone. I carry pressure under skin, a quiet way to always win. No spectacle, no display, I let my silence lead the way. A laugh erupts, then fades to dust. I watch it pass, I watch it rust. I've seen the loud get swallowed whole, so I protect my steady soul. I choose my battles clean and small. I don't get dragged, I don't free fall. If anger knocks, I don't invite, I let it starve in candlelight. Polished silence, but intense, a private life with consequence. I carry pressure, keep it sealed, a silent presence you can feel. No spectacle, no display, I let my silence lead the way. Warm guitar says, hold your name. Brush drums whisper, stay the same. Quiet man don't need to prove, they simply move. One last chord, I pay, I go. Polished silence, dark blues glow. Dark blues glow. Yeah, dark blues glow. Yeah. Do my math in candle glow, counting what I'll keep, what I'll let go. The room is loud, but I stay deep, a quiet man who doesn't leave. I've learned that choices shape your face more than any charm or chase. I weigh the cost, I read the signs, I choose my peace like vintage wine. Candlelit calculations, dark blue calm. I keep my battles off my palm. I move with purpose, slow and sure, handling life with a private cure. No boasting, no display. I let my silence lead the way. Regret knocks like winter air, but I don't panic, I don't stare. I pay my debts in honest time and cut the noise from my mind. A gentleman keeps his compass true, even when the street's confused. If it returns, I let it talk. Then I stand up straight and walk. Candlelit calculations, calm but intense. A quiet life with consequence. I move discreet, I move clean. Silent presence and dim sheen. No boasting, no display. Lead the way. Warm guitar, brush drum, slow tide. Teach my heart to stay inside. Quiet strength is measured, not loud, not begging for a crowd. Numbers settle, the tab is paid. I leave the night unafraid. Black tie, dim light, low band swing. I don't announce a single thing. Candlelight dances on the glass. Our nosy lives burn out too fast. I've learned composure costs a lot, but chaos costs you what you got. I don't compete, I don't pretend, I keep my peace, I make it stay. Black tie, no noise, I move with quiet poise. I carry pressure, keep it sealed, a calm intensity revealed. No spotlight, no display, I let my silence lead the way. I've been the fool who chased applause. I've paid the price, I've learned the laws. Now I choose restraint in time. I turn my struggle into spite. A gentleman doesn't need a crown, he holds his name when the lights go down. If anger calls, I let it ring. I don't let it on a thing. Black tie, no show, a dark blue heart that runs low. I carry pressure, keep it clean, a steady shadow in dim sheen. No spotlight, no display, I let my silence lead the way. drum's tight breath. Teach me how to outlast death. Quiet men don't need to shout. They figure it out. Black tie. Night ends, I disappear. Presence fell when I'm not here. I'm a man who doesn't knock. I move on quieter clocks. No grand arrival, no bright show. Just steady steps, controlled and low. Candlelight hits my polished shoes. Like the night approves my blues. I don't chase heat, I don't chase praise. I keep my calm through crowded days. I don't knock, I don't shout, but you feel me when I'm out. Like smoke that lingers in a coat, like a low note in your throat. I carry storms without a seam, calm but intense, sharp and clean. I've seen words turn into knives, so I protect quieter lives. I keep my struggles close and small. No public prayer, no bathroom stall. I walk my doubt until it slows, then let it go where it goes. If I forgive, it's not for show, it's for the peace I need to grow. Still I don't knock, I don't brag, but I leave waiting what I have. Like candle wax on wood grain dark, like midnight leaving its mark. I carry storms without a seam, calm but intense, sharp and clean. Guitar, steady tone reminds me I can stand alone. Quiet courage isn't thin, it's how I win. Door swings soft, I disappear. Presence fell when I'm not here. Discreet like midnight, I slip and clean. A calm blue cut in a dim lit scene. And I don't need eyes to validate, I don't need noise to feel my weight. Had my heart in the wrong hands. Now I build better plans. I don't react, I don't betray. I let the moment pass away, discreet like midnight, calm but intense. I keep my life behind a fence. I carry storms without a sound, still somehow felt when I'm not around. No spotlight, no display. I let my silence lead the way. A cheap thrill calls from across the bar, but I've seen how quick you fall too far. So I choose restraint, I choose control. I keep my hands off hungry souls. A gentleman makes the harder turn, so tomorrow doesn't burn. If doubt arrives, I let it sit, then stand up straight, then handle it discreet like midnight, sharp and slow. I move with purpose, I don't show. I carry storms without a scene. A dark blue man kept clean. No spotlight, no display. I let my silence lead the way. One guitar, brush drums, tight groove. Teach my heart how not to lose. Quiet strength is my defense. That's my elegance. Midnight folds, I pay my due. The room stays still, but feels a I live in the margin, not the headline, where quiet choices draw the line. Candlelight sketches my steady face, a man who keeps his pace. I don't overshare, I don't explain. I keep my honor out of the rain. I watch the room, I read the heat, then choose the calm beneath my feet. The gentleman's margin, dark blue space. I keep my storms in their place. I move with purpose, clean and slow, handling life with a quiet glow. No spotlight, no display. I let my silence lead the way. I've seen temptation dressed as friends, offering shortcuts that never end. So I keep boundaries simple and clear. I don't invite old fear, a gentleman knows the cost of more and how it empties you to the core. If anger calls, I let it ring. I won't let it own a thing. The gentleman's margin, calm but intense, a private life with consequence. I move discreet, I move clean, a silent presence in dim sheen. No spotlight, no display, I let my silence lead the way. Warm guitar, brush drums, low tide, teach my heart to stay inside. Quiet men don't need to prove, they simply move. I close the tab, I leave the chair. Margin man still felt in there. Under the brush drum, as I breathe slow, let the night teach what I should know. Candlelight swims in the whiskey brown, while my thoughts settle down. I don't announce what I survive, I keep it private to stay alive. I don't beg the room for care, I hold my storm in quiet prayer. Under the brush drum's dark blue calm, I keep my troubles off my palm. I move with purpose, slow and short, a disciplined way to endure. No spectacle, no display, I let my silence lead the way. Memory bites like a cold refrain, but I don't feed it with champagne. I've learned restraint is a cleaner blade, it cuts the chaos, leaves it laid. A gentleman chooses what to keep and buries the rest where it can sleep. If doubt returns, I let it sit, then stand up straight and handle it. Under the brush drums, calm but intense, a quiet life with consequence. I keep my sorrow trimmed and neat, a steady pulse on steady feet. No spectacle, no display, I let my silence lead the way. Warm guitar, low midnight tone, reminds me I can't stand alone. Quiet strength is not a mask, it's the task. Brushes fade, the candle dies, I leave a truth behind my eyes. ice crack soft in my dream, like thoughts I won't let sink. I sit back deep in candle shade, a refined man unafraid. The city screams, I let it pass like smoke sliding off glass. No public wounds, no open flame. I keep my hurt without a name. These whispers on the rocks feel true, cold and clear like dark blues do. I carry struggle like a cold, but untied around my throat. I won't spill it for the room. I let the silence be the bloom. I've chased the rush, I've paid the price. Now I choose the quieter advice. I pick my battles slow and clean. No shattered pride, no messy scene. I make my moves with patient grace and keep my shadow in its place. If I decide, it's afterthought, after the lessons life has taught. These whispers in my dreams stay strong, like warm guitar humming along. I carry struggle like a sign, never flash but always mine. I won't sell it for the room. I let the silence be the bloom. They don't erase, they help contain. Quiet men don't need to shout to find a way out. Last sip down, I pay, I go, leaving candlelight to glow. Slow flame in a candle cup, like the way my temper lights and shuts. I've learned to hold what wants to shout, to keep the worst of me locked down. A refined man doesn't spill his rage, he writes it small on a private page. I don't erupt, I don't confess, I breathe through pressure, settle less. Reserve fire, dark blue heat, quiet strength on steady feet. I carry trouble under my coat, never turning it into a quote. No drama, no display, I let my silence lead the way. I've lost a friend to careless words, I've watched love die in sudden blur. So now I choose a slower truth, the kind that keeps it steady youth. I don't chase closure, I don't beg, I move ahead, I don't misstep. If grief returns, I let it stay, then let it fade, then walk away. Reserve fire, calm but intense, a quiet life with consequence. I carry trouble, keep it clean, a man of purpose in them sheen. No drama, no display, I let my silence lead the way. Warm guitar, brush drums, low light, teach my heart to hold the night. Quiet isn't cold, it's trained. How I've remained, candle dim, the tab is paid. Reserve fire never fades. Whiskey in the glass, truth in the chest. I don't dress heartbreak up for guests. Candlelight glows on the bars of grain, like it knows the shape of pain. I've learned excuses are easy smoke, but discipline is how I cope. I don't blame time, I don't accuse. I choose the heart, I choose to lose. What harms my peace, what steals my name, what turns a man into a flame. Whiskey, not excuses, dark blue cover. I carry struggle down the road. I move with purpose, sharp and clean. A silent presence in dim sheen. No theater, no display. I let my silence lead the way. A sweet light laughs from across the room, but I don't dance with coming doom. I paid enough for a reckless night. Now I protect my future light. A gentleman knows the quiet wind, the one you earn beneath the skin. If anger rises, I turn it down. I don't confuse it for a crown. Whiskey, not excuses, calm but intense. A private life with consequence. I keep my wounds where they can heal. No public crash, no loud appeal. No theater, no display. I let my silence lead the way. One guitar, brush drums, tight groove. Teach my heart the patient move. Quiet men don't need to shout, they work it out. Last sip I stand, I pay my dues. Whiskey gone, my code stays true. watch the city's after show. The band plays low, my mind stays clear. I keep my history close in here. The loudest men I used to know were empty lights that couldn't glow. So I keep truth in measured tone. I don't turn pain into a throne. I'm the soundless gentleman, calm but intense, yes I can. I move with discretion, clean and slow. Let my actions speak below. My presence lands like velvet weight, a quiet force that won't inflate. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Stay too long in broken rooms, trying to hide all coming doom. Now I know love is steady hands, not desperate words or shifting plans. A decision waits behind my eyes, a private train that never cries. When doubt returns, I don't explode, I walk it back down calmer road. I'm the quieter gentleman, still calm, still intense, understand. I move with purpose, sharp and kind, leave no mess inside my mind. My presence lands like midnight fate, a quiet force that won't inflate. Brush drums whisper, keep it true. Guitar said, let the night pass through. And in that bar's dim candlelight, I learned the strength of moving right. Last chord fades, I pay my due. Step into night, discreet dark blue. Step into night, discreet dark blue. I travel light, but not empty. A suitcase of lessons in me. Candlelight turns the bottle warm, while I sit calm through every storm. I don't discuss what I outgrew, I just move forward, dark blue. I pack my pride away from view. I keep my promises in tune. Suitcase of lessons, steady stride. I hold my struggle inside. I choose the quiet, choose the clean. A refined man in dim sheen. No loud confession, no display. I let my silence lead the way. I've left behind the reckless chase, the quick applause, the tired face. Now I decide with patient hands. I don't build castles on sand. I don't need anyone to know how deep I've gone to stay in control. If sorrow knocks, I let it in. Then I escort it out again. Suitcase of lessons, dark blue comb. I keep my past off my palm. I choose the quiet, choose the shore, a disciplined way to endure. No loud confession, no display. I let my silence lead the way. Warm guitar, brush drums, low light. Teach my heart to walk it right. Quiet men don't need a sign, they align. I close the case, I pay, I go. Night behind me, candle glow. Slow, pour slow breath, slow truth. I don't dress pain up for you. I balance life like debts I owe. Quietly paid, nobody knows. Candlelight climbs my knuckles plain, like it can read my hidden strain. I write it down inside my mind. Close the page, leave none behind. This is my quiet ledger, where I measure stones and weather. I keep my bruises out of sight, and still I walk into the night. No spectacle, no confession, just calm intensity and discretion. A man beside me talks too free, selling his grief for company. I understand, but I won't trade my private heart for being saved. I choose the long way, clean and slow, where self-respect can grow. When guilt returns, I let it teach, then put it back beyond my reach. This is my private ledger, where I turn loss into measure. I keep my bruises out of view, and still I do what I must do. No fireworks, no confession, just calm intensity and discretion. Brush drums move like steady feet. Quiet strength isn't incomplete. I don't need noise to feel alive. I survive. Slow night ends, I leave no trace. Only the calm on my face. Still watermelons in my hands. I don't collapse where others stand. They read my face for hidden signs, but I don't give them dotted lines. I've learned the loud will always ask, so I keep calm behind my mask. I don't disclose what I repair. I keep my truth in quiet care. Still watermelon's dark blue tone. I keep my battles on my own. I don't explain what I became. I keep my dignity the same. Let the questions crowd the air. My silence holds me right there. Rumor floats like cheap perfume, but I won't chase it round the room. I've paid enough for careless pride. Now I keep truth on my side. If I decline, I do it clean. No extra words in between. I don't audition for your trust. I keep it quiet because I must. Still watermelon's calm but intense. A private life, friend's consequence. I don't explain, I don't insist. I move like smoke you can't resist. Let the questions crowd the air. My silence holds me right there. Steadies every step. Guitar stays smooth, my secret kept. Drummers brush lilac, candle flame. No need to name the name. I steady, posture straight, still water. Hold your babe. I don't take the stand in candlelight. I don't rehearse my wrongs and rights. They want the details, want the blame, but I won't feed that hungry game. I've learned the truth doesn't need a crowd. It stands alone, quiet and proud. I don't defend what I live through. I let my life remain to prove. No trial, no testimony. I won't sell my story for company. I keep my dignity close to bone, a composed man on my own. Ask all you want, I won't reply. My silence isn't a lie. I watch men crumble from explaining, from turning life into complaining. So I keep my boundaries crisp and clear. I don't invite your judgment near. If I've chosen, I stand by it. No extra words to justify it. I won't negotiate my peace. I keep it quiet, I release. No trial, no testimony, no open wounds for sympathy. I keep my dignity close to bone, a refined man all alone. Ask all you want, I won't reply. My silence is I don't take the stain. Yeah. I don't take the stains. I don't take the stand, I don't take the stand. I don't take the stand, I don't take the stand. Oh, I don't take the stand. I don't take the stand in candlelight. I don't take the stand in candlelight. I don't take the stand. 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 Oh, I don't take the stand. I don't take the stand. I don't take the stand. I don't take the stand in candlelight. I don't take the stand in candlelight. Know the bass at the bar tonight. I came for calm, not for a fight. They want my reasons, want my why, but I won't hand them alibis. A gentleman keeps his words in tune under a quiet candle moon. Don't defend what I lived through. I let my choices stay my truths. No debates at the bar. I won't explain who you think you are. I keep my dignity close and clean, a steady man in dim-lit sheen. Ask all you want, I won't reply. My silence isn't a lie. I've watched men drown in proving right, talk themselves thin through every night. I choose restraint, I choose my pace, a level look, a measured face. If I'm misunderstood, so be it. I won't perform just to complete it. I don't bargain with my peace. I let the noise outside release. No debates at the bar, no courtroom speech beneath the stars. Keep my dignity close and clean, a quiet force you've rarely seen. Ask all you want, I won't reply. My silence isn't a lie. Smooth guitar, warm bassline, brush drums, keep it refined. To stand more tall, that's all. I pay the tab, the room stays blue. No debates, no words, just truth. questions on your tongue. I've carried mine since I was young. Candlelight, soft on polished wood. I sit composed the way I should. I don't unwrap my private cost. I don't recount what I have lost. I don't translate my inner rules. I keep them sharp, I keep them cool. Keep your questions, I'm alright. I won't explain myself tonight. I keep my dignity in place. A steady voice, a steady face. If silence bothers what you need, that's not my burden, that's your need. I've seen a lot beg to be heard. Drown their lives in endless work. I choose restraint and careful breath. A quiet strength that outruns death. If I leave early, I leave clean. No edited scene. Know what I mean? I don't perform to be believed. I let my light stay unretrieved. Oh, keep your questions calm but intense. A private life with consequence. I keep my dignity in place. No extra words to change my pace. If silence bothers what you need, that's not my burden, that's your need. Warm bass rolls like steady ground. Guitar stays smooth, restrained sound. Brush drums whisper soft and low. Some men don't know. I pay the tab, I turn to go. Questions kept candle glow. Ask me how I made it through. as if survival needs a view. Candlelight blows on college shoes. I don't recount my private bruises. And I'm to hold my temper tight, to keep my honor out of the sight. I won't relive just to prove I keep my calm and let it move. The point is I didn't break. No explanation left to make. I keep my dignity composed, a steady heart, a mouth kept closed. Let them wonder what it took. I won't open my private book. I've seen men talk their backbone thin, begging strangers to let them in. I choose discretion, clean and spare, a quiet strength beyond compare. If I walk out clean. Oh, how it seem in between. I don't defend my quiet code, I carry it down every road. The point is I didn't break. Calm but intense, no mistake. I keep my dignity composed, a refined man unexposed. Make them wonder what it took. Open my prayer book. Rose like steady ground. Guitar stays smooth, restrained sound. Brush drums whisper, soft and true. Some men just do. I sit where the candle doesn't bright, where the smoke moves soft like a quiet flag. My collar's clean, my hands don't shake. I don't rehearse the moves I make. They ask for reasons, ask for truth. I keep my life under roof. I don't borrow noise to feel secure. I let my silence be the cure. No footnotes, no defense. I live with calm intelligence. I don't explain what I became. I keep my dignity in frame. Let them wonder, let them wait. I won't translate my quiet fate. I've learned that loud can't hold a line. They spill their heart like cheap red wine. I choose discretion, measured breath, a steady gaze that outruns death. If I walk away, I walk away. No speech is thrown, no debts to pay. I don't unfold my private pen. I simply stand the way I am. No footnotes, no excuse, no borrowed fine, no public rules. I don't explain what I became. I keep my honor out of flame. Let them wonder, let them wait. I won't translate my quiet fate. Smooth guitar like dusking cloth, warm basses keep your balance, boss. Subtle dose, a patient sign. Not every tune needs a line. Posture straight, eyes steady still. Explanation never will. Sip slow where the candles glow. Let the world talk, let it go. They ask me why I don't react, why I don't bend, why I don't crack. Because I've learned what noise can cost, how quick a man becomes lost. I don't narrate what I endure. I keep it quiet, keep it sure. Composure, not commentary. My life isn't for temporary. I don't explain my steady hands, I don't defend my private plans. let them guess, let them assume I keep my dignity in the room. Have held regret like winter air, still kept my posture clean and fair. No need to tell you what I've seen. I make my choices sharp and lean. If I decline, it's firm and kind. No extra words to change your mind. I don't compete for sympathy. I keep my silence as my key. Oh, composure, not commentary. A quiet code necessary. I don't explain my steady hands. I won't rehearse for your demands. Let them guess, let them assume I keep my dignity in the room. Oh, warm bass rose like a low respect. Guitar says no need to overtest. Oh, drum so subtle, barely heard. Proof isn't always a word. I rise slow, I leave clean. Explanation C. I carry grief like folded silk, soft to touch but heavy built. They ask what happened, that's what's true, but I don't hand out what I knew. A gentleman keeps his pain in place, not on display, not on his face. I won't rewrite my private years for curious hands and borrowed tears. The refusal to explain is how I keep my name. I don't confess to earn relief. I keep my dignity with grief. Let them speculate all night. I stay composed, I stay alright. I've seen confession turn to chains, a public wound that never drains. So I hold steady, clean and spare, a quiet strength beyond compare. If I move on, I move on clean. No extra scene, no in between. I don't perform my inner storms. I keep them quiet, keep them warm. The refusal to explain, a dark blue discipline. I don't confess to earn relief. I keep my dignity with grief. Let them speculate all night. I stay composed, I stay upright. Some truths don't need a line. Candle dims, I pay my due. Refusal kept I steady too. I keep my victories out of sight, like stars you miss in the city light. They want a story, want the scene, but I'm not built for being seen. A gentleman wins in quieter rooms, where no one claps, where no one zooms. I don't announce what I achieve, I let the outcome do the speaking. Private wins, quiet grin. I don't explain where I've been, I keep my dignity clean and still. A steady heart, a steady will. Let them doubt, let them complain. I won't translate my discipline. I've lost enough till I'm controlled, to keep my temper off a pole. No need to list my bruises here, I hold them close, I persevere. If I forgive, it's without noise, no public proof, no staged poise. I don't negotiate with shame, I stand composed, I keep my name. Private wins, quiet pace, no explanations on my face. I keep my dignity sharp and true, a refined man moving through. Let them doubt, let them complain. I won't translate my discipline. Warm bass moves like measured steps, guitar stays smooth, my secret kept. Drums like a pulse that doesn't show. That's how I grow. I pay the tab, I leave the chair. Private winds hang in the air. I've learned the art of standing still, letting time reveal the will. They want my reasons in plain light, but I keep counsel with the night. A gentleman doesn't chase a crowd. He holds his power quiet, proud. I don't negotiate my word, I keep it steady from the earth. A straight back, a closed mouth. A straight back, a closed mouth. That's how I live, that's what I'm about. I won't explain the path I chose. I wear restraint like tailored clothes. Let the questions fill the air. My silence answers from right there. I've paid my dues in private hours, built my calm from broken towers. No need to list what I survived. I'm here composed and that's a lie. If I forgive, I do it clean. No speeches in between. I don't confess to stay adored. I keep my dignity restored. Straight back, a closed mouth. No justifying, no running south. I won't explain the path I chose. I keep my heart behind my ribs and clothes. Let the questions fill the air. My silence answers from right there. Subtle drums like careful steps. Warm bass keeps my secrets kept. Guitar and whispers smooth and low. Some men don't need to show. Posture straight, eyes steady true. No explanation due. A say back, a close mouth. A say back, a close mouth. A say back, a close mouth. Ooh.